Okay, this camera is rolling. Just checking it's on. I haven't made a video in over 6 months on YouTube, so I'm just checking everything's up and running. I literally forgot how to use this camcorder. I turned this camcorder on about an hour ago. It took me about 10 minutes to figure out the buttons and shit, you know. My mind's turned to mush. Okay, so I haven't been on YouTube for about 6 months because I've been busy doing other shit. I've been off social media for a while. I only went back on Facebook about a week and a half ago. I just had so much shit to do where I'm living. I had stuff to sort out and stuff to catch up on that I literally just left social media alone for 6 months. So that's the reason why I've been off. Okay, so I just thought I'd stick a video up, let you know that I am alive, believe it or not, and I want to show you some shit I got. Like, I've made videos in the past where I like saying I love DVDs, you know. I still collect DVDs now, and I know they're outdated and Blu-ray's the new thing and 1080 and 4K and all this shit's new, but for me, I love DVDs. I would have still had all my VHS collection, but they were so big I had to get rid of them. And the thing about DVDs are, when you buy a DVD, they look like this. They come in a box. But even these boxes take up a lot of space. So what I do is I put them in slip covers, like so I can have more of them. So I could just fill my whole fucking house up with them, because that's what I want to do. I want to have a house full of DVDs. Okay, so I'm going to show you a bag full of DVDs I got last week. I got a whole bag full of DVDs for nothing. I got them for free. Some of this shit hasn't even been opened yet. Okay. So we'll start off with Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. This one's still sealed. This one has literally been floating around since it came out, probably back in the late 90s. And it come from a place called, I don't even remember this. It used to have Our Price back in the day, HMV, but it used to have a place called Music Video Club. It's still got the stickers on it. I remember when this place went out of business and there was a massive sale, and I went in there and I bought loads of Metallica fucking CDs and shit. It was awesome. I love the old school days. Yeah, $17.99 for a DVD. Okay, so let's start off with the Region 1. This may take a while. This may be a long video, so bear the fuck with me. It's going to take even longer for me to upload it. Okay. We'll start off with the Region 1 DVDs that I got. These ones haven't been put in slip covers yet, so I've got to be careful with them. Right. We've got one here called Hellride, which I think that's got, I'm not too sure about that, I haven't saw that on it properly. It's the classic one called Death Sentence with Kevin Bacon. And I love anything like vigilante style, like Charles Bronson, Death Wish movies, you know. Classic fucking movie. This is the remake of Assault on Precinct 13. I actually saw this one in the cinema when it came out. Bit slow for my liking, but it wasn't bad. Another one called Eagle Eye. I'm gonna have to go through these a bit quick because I've got so many of them. One called Master and Commander. I saw that one in the cinema as well. 15 Minutes with Robert De Niro. One of my all-time favourites, this one. Equilibrium with Christian Bale. If you haven't watched Equilibrium, watch this movie. It's awesome. Walking Tall, The Rock. Yeah, these are the American CDs, so I kept these separate. The Girl Next Door, Elisha Cuthbert. One of my YouTube buddies loves this girl, along with someone called Anna Frail. You know who you are. Meet Dave with Eddie Murphy. I think I saw that once or twice before. Still can't beat the old Beverly Hills Cop stuff. That was classic. Bruce Almighty. And the last one for this is the box set of Las Vegas. Got all this shit for free. I've got lots of box sets in it, right? Yeah, Las Vegas, look. Free. You can't beat that shit. You can't beat free stuff. Okay, let's go through some of these are still sealed, some of these ones as well. Tomorrow Never Dies. James Bond. I picked up a load of films that I probably would never have bought. Then again, you can buy them for £1 basically in shops in England now, but Harry Potter. I don't usually watch Harry Potter, but he was giving away DVDs. You know, these DVDs were free, so I just took a whole bag with them. I'm taking anything. If you're willing to give it to me for free, I'll take that shit. That's Harry Potter. I think that's The Goblet of Fire. I'm not sure how many of these I've actually seen or what order they're in. There's Harry Potter. That's still sealed. The Philosopher's Stone. This one's still sealed as well. Harry Potter and The Chamber of Secrets. I was actually surprised. I got a sealed copy of Clerks 2. I love the original Clerks. The original Clerks fucking cracked me up. Jay and Silent Bob. I remember back in 1994 when the original Clerks film came out. That film was awesome. And this one's just as funny, man. It's got some fucked up scenes in it, but you know what I'm talking about. Shit's still sealed. Oh, here's one. The Perfect Storm. Never really watched that film. George Clooney one. Passenger 57. I mean, come on, man. Come on. You got to love some Wesley Snipes, man. Old school Passenger 57. That is a brilliant movie. I don't know why you give these films away. I'd fill the house up with them before I gave them to anybody. A Clockwork Orange. Believe it or not, I've never actually watched this film. I intend to watch it. I do like the actor in it, Malcolm McDowell. Yeah, I watched a film with him the other day. I'll Sleep When I'm Dead. Right vicious bastard, and that he was, but yeah, I like Malcolm McDowell. I've seen quite a few of his films. But believe it or not, A Clockwork Orange. I should have saw that by now. 44 years old and I've never saw that film. Die Another Day. Got some James Bond movies in this. Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3. I can't even pronounce this. Shinjuku Incident. Jackie Chan. It's a double box set. Jewel of the Nile and Romancing the Stone. How long's that been on? Okay. War of the Worlds. Sealed copy of the original Italian Job. I do actually like the remake as well. I love the remake. I've seen this once, but I've watched the remake quite a bit, and I love the remake of this with Mark Wahlberg. And Most Death, brilliant movie. Wow, man. Anyone ever heard of the V-Shop before? The V-Shop. This is still sealed. $15.99 for a copy of Scream. Do you think that's a little bit too much for a DVD? Sealed. People throw sealed shit out. I don't care. This is Steve Irwin, the Crocodile Hunter. I love Australia. As my Australia hat. I fucking love Australia. I plan on going to Australia in the next 3 years, and I will take video when I'm over there. I'm definitely going there. Yeah, that's Steve Irwin. Unfortunately, he died. Rest in peace. I fucking love Steve Irwin. And I got a box set. The Steve Irwin box set. But there's only 2 DVDs in here. The third one isn't in the box. Bastard. Yeah, man. Steve Irwin. What else we got? Oh, we got a sealed copy of Jerry Maguire. I do actually have another copy of this, but it was sealed, so I took it. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got The Mummy. Do you like the Mummy movies? This is a box set of The Mummy. I don't know, I think there's full disc set. There's basically 2 films, the first 2 films with 2 DVDs full of extras. So that's the box set. So I don't know what this one is now. Oh, here's another one. Here's a good one now. Anyone Carl Pilkington fans? The Moaning of Life. Who the fuck would throw out a DVD box set of Carl Pilkington still sealed? Explain. Carl Pilkington is funny as fuck. I love Carl Pilkington. He's brilliant. Yeah, getting the slip covers. Okay, this is some shit in here, this one. This was a 6. They're not all on here, there was 2 missing. These are like some of those hood films you get. Like, you know, those low budget Wrecking Crew with Ice-T, those kind of movies. Some of them are fucking woeful, man. It's just like a soundtrack with them walking around the derelict warehouse shooting people and there's no bullets coming out of the guns, man. It's real fucked up, but I'll keep some anyway because that's how I roll. I love these. These are the 4, you get 4 movies on one disc. There's a classic, which I have got already, The Shawshank Redemption. And there's another one called Final Scream, which I haven't watched. Witchcraft and Shivers. I hope all you guys out there had a wonderful Halloween. Just checking the camera's still running because I don't want to film. I want to make sure it's filming. Halloween. Hope you all had a good Halloween. I had a wonderful Halloween. I just sat down and watched all the Halloweens back to back. That's Halloween 4, Halloween 5, Bogeyman and Bogeyman 2. Return of the Living Deads 1 and 2. I love 1, 2 and 3. They're classic movies. Okay, here's another box set. Bad boys, what you going to do? SWAT and Striking Distance. I hear they're making a Bad Boys 3 as well. That's definitely been done. They shouldn't make sequels to a lot of movies, but there we go. This DVD is falling off the edge. Just bear with me. Okay, I picked this up because it was free. I'm just throwing it out there right now. How She Moves. Save the Last Dance. Save the Last Dance ain't actually a bad movie. And what's that one called? All You've Got. Think about Save the Last Dance. I actually remember when I rented that out of a Blockbuster up in a place called Eden where I used to live, and 2001, the day of the World Trade Center going down, I was actually in the store at the time buying this up. I went home to watch it, and I still remember really what happened that day. Went home to watch this movie, got a phone call, turned it on, Sky News, fucking planes fucking flying into buildings, real fucked up, man. That's all I ever remember about that film from 2001. Fucked up. Okay, I haven't saw this one before. This one's called Joyriders. Chris Christopherson. Another sealed copy of The Full Monty. I think I've got this on disc as well already, but The Usual Suspects, Kaiser Soze. That's a double disc. Okay, I think that's all the, now we're on to the slip covers. I had to put these in slip covers. They took me about 2 hours to put them into slip covers because they're bastards. I've got this, you can buy big slip covers, smaller slip covers. These are the smaller ones, so they took me longer to wedge them in. Okay, we have Jackie Brown, which is a Quentin Tarantino classic. This film is fucking epic. Bridget Fonda's in it as well, and I love Bridget Fonda, and she's cute as fuck in this movie. I'm just throwing that out there, you know, just in case you didn't know. The Truman Show. That's a good movie, Jim Carrey. Roadkill. That film's got some funny bits in it though, man. I know it's supposed to be a horror. Okay, this was free, I'm just letting you know that now. Goal 2. I watched a bit of the first one and it was so shit I turned it off, but I'll give it another shot I suppose. Face Off, classic. Hands down one of the best action movies ever, along with a film called Con Air. Once you're Con Air or Face Off, man, you're missing out on the action shit. A History of Violence. It's a good movie as well. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Contract. I don't think I've watched that one properly yet. There's a British one called Shooters. I was talking to my dad about this the other day. Supposed to have, who was it in it? Andrew Howard. There was someone here, some Scottish actor, I can't remember his name. Mr. Bean's Holiday. Like I said, a lot of films I probably never would actually buy, but Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, I think I've got this one already, but I took it anyway. White Chicks. Paint that face and keep it going, eh? Unless you're white, because that's racist. But anyway, let's get away from that. Christopher Lambert, The Point Men. I love Christopher Lambert in The Highlander. Brilliant film. Buffalo Soldiers. This film is funny as fuck. If you haven't watched Buffalo Soldiers, that's a hilarious movie, man. It's the original Fast and the Furious, the first one. Law-abiding citizen. That's the one I was just talking about. The film called Shooters, who had an actor. Yeah, Gerard Butler. This film's epic. This is vigilante shit. If you like films like Death Sentence, Death Wish, watch Law-abiding citizen. And I know they remade Death Wish as well with Bruce Willis. It wasn't actually a bad fucking movie, that remake. Plus it had Elizabeth Shue in it as well, so that made it even better. Borat. That's got some funny bits in it. The Cave. It's got an actor in it called Cole Hauser. I like Cole Hauser as an actor. The Sixth Day. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Don't want his shit falling off the edge. I think this is a foreign one. Elite Squad. Haven't saw this one yet. 18. The BBFC. The British Border Film Classification. Right, what have we got here? The Incredible Hulk. How long's that been on now for? Fuck me, 17 minutes. This is going to be a long video. It's going to take longer to upload that. Dark Blue. Great movie. That's a good movie. Meet the Farkers. Mission to Mars. The director's cut of The Wicker Man. That's another sequel. I've done these ones? I haven't done these ones yet, have I? Mission Impossible 2. Like I said, I got a lot of films. The Haunted Mansion. I've got quite a lot of these on my hard drive already, but because they were given away free, I just filled my whole bag up. There was hundreds and hundreds more, but I just had so many of them already on disc. I've got fucking about 3,000 DVDs in already. Miller's Crossing. The Untouchables. The classics there. Jumanji. Fuck me, I remember seeing this in the cinema back in the day. It was on the summer, I think was it 96, 97? It was fucking baking that day, but I went up to cinema to see that one. Lou Diamond Phillips, Bats. I like Lou Diamond Phillips. He was in a good film called The First Power back around 91. Chasing a serial killer who got the electric chair and he just came back and started fucking killing people, like that movie Shocker. I love anything, you know, the movies where people jump from body to body. Shocker, classic movies. This is a double box set, Big Mama's House 1 and 2. Oh shit, sorry, not to laugh at that one. Land of the Lost. Yeah man, cool movie. Oh, he's one of my all-time favourite actors. Christian Bale, American Psycho. I fucking love this movie. Patrick Bateman. You can always be thinner. Crazy fucker in that. Faster. This is a really, really good Vin Diesel. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. I watched a film with him again the other day. I watched it about 3 times. It's called Snitch. We haven't watched Snitch with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Watch that one. But Faster, this is a really good one. This is another vigilante one. He goes after people who are responsible for killing a member of his family, man. It's fucking classic. If you like vigilante ones, you will like that. Okay. Here's another Christian Bale classic. This was actually the last DVD I ever paid full price for in the shops. This was Harsh Times. This is one of my ultimate favourites. I fucking love this movie. The only thing, every time I tried to download it, when you download it online, so I had it on my hard drive as well as DVD, you can't get the subs on it. You can get the British subs, but the bit at the beginning where they're speaking, all the bits where they're speaking in Mexican in it, you can't get the encoded, hard-coded subs on it, which pisses me off. So I've always got to go back to watch this so I can experience it properly. But Harsh Times is a fucking brilliant movie. It was the same people that made Training Day. And that was another classic movie. White Noise. I just finished off watching the second one with an actor called Craig Fairbrass was in that. I watched that about 2 months ago. That wasn't bad actually. This is the one with Michael Keaton in it, the first one. Blood Diamond. I've never actually watched this film all the way through. I intend to now. Phone Booth. Colin Farrell. He fucking done well for himself. He made a shit ton of movies, but I haven't heard much from him in the last few years. Bringing Out the Dead. Nicolas Cage. Control. Ray Liotta. William Dafoe. Oh, This Is England. I love this fucking movie, man. This is brilliant. And they made the TV show as well. Shane Meadows. Brilliant film. Shane Meadows has made some really good movies. This is Gangster #1. Awesome movie. This is the film with Anne McDowell in it. Played the head case in it. That's the male on the back. Putting on his screw face. Paul Bettany. Great movie. I only watched that the other day again. I've watched that about 50 times, that film. Dr. No. Another James Bond one. Gold Member. That's the one with Elizabeth Hurley in, is it? I think that's a sequel. I did see all these in the film. I seen all these in the cinema back in the 90s or early 2000s, and I saw the Nielsen ones, you know, like Spy Hard and stuff like that. The Deer Hunter. Alice in Wonderland. Like I said, this is one I probably wouldn't buy, but because it was free. Saw this one, had to pick it up. Had to pick this one up. Jennifer's Body. Fucking classic. Dropping DVDs, man. Okay, we have a couple more. About 8 more. Oh man, these are all gonna fall. Right. This one's called The Limey. I haven't actually watched this. This is Terence Stamp. But that's the guy that played General Zod in Superman 2. Fucking love General Zod, man. I could watch General Zod all day. They should have made a movie just about General Zod. The whole fucking movie. Him going around like just in his black cape and just fucking throwing shit at people and killing them. I'd watch sequel after sequel of watching Terence Stamp fucking films. Okay, I'm getting carried away here. This one, City of Ember. Never saw that one before either. The Contractor, Wesley Snipes. I ain't watched that one. Lemony Snicket's A Fortune of Unfortunate Events or something like that, Jim Carrey. That's another one I need to watch. Christian Bale again, Batman Begins. I saw all the Batman movies from the very first one up. I think the last ones I saw were the Batman and Robin ones because they literally put me off for life. The one with George Clooney and he had Val Kilmer. I saw the first one in the cinema back in the late 80s. It was one of the first films I ever saw in the cinema. That, and I saw a film called The Adventures of Baron Munchausen, and I only went to see that because I literally just wanted to get out of the house one day and I was young and I just couldn't wait to get out. But I saw the Batmans over the years, but as soon as it came to Batman and Robin, and there was some of the ones in the late 90s, they just really turned me off Batman. Until Christian Bale came back into it. As far as I'm concerned, Christian Bale just brought fucking Batman straight back to where it should be. Not being biased here, I know he's one of my favourite actors, but I just love the action in Batman, and obviously Heath Ledger, what he brought to the movies as well, or the movie, before he passed on. The Rock. That's not a bad one. Isn't that more Tony Todd? Tony Todd plays a head case on that. Blue Streak. Yeah, I love Blue Streak. That's where when I really first started appreciating Dave Chappelle. As soon as I saw Blue Streak, I went out and I got the Dave Chappelle box set. Ordered it online and it was some snide copy I bought off of eBay. Epic movie. Well, it wasn't supposed to be snide, but the bastard stuck him in a fucking, you know, the way he printed out the disc and made it look all professional. Just went, region 2. I'll take that, bought it home, opened it up, snide, you fucking cunt. He got banned though, the little shit. Yeah, epic movie. Jason Statham's Cellular. Oh, Jason Statham, you're watching The Transporter. 28 Days Later. Oh yeah, classic zombie movie. And 28 Weeks Later. Final one. Don't Tell Mum the Babysitter is Dead. So I don't know if you know how many that's I've counted. But I'd say that was a hell of a lot of DVDs. And I got them all for free. Now, if you bought all those back in the day, you could imagine how much that shit would have come to. A lot of money. I must have spent thousands renting DVDs over the years from when I was a teenager, leading up to when they became extinct and DVDs came out around the late 90s. I remember the first 2 DVDs I ever bought was, I went into HMV in a place called Ealing Broadway, and they used to have that massive DVD section, which was awesome when they first come out. The first 2 DVD, and I still remember the first 2 I bought, it was Next Friday with Ice Cube. This was 98 or 9, I think it was 99. Next Friday with Ice Cube and American History X. Classic fucking movies. But anyway, this video's been on for 27 minutes. I will upload it and it's going to take a long time, but I thank you for your patience if you've managed to sit through this much of a video. This is Watchdog Central. I did actually pull some videos off this channel. You probably won't notice because a lot of them were some of my very earlier stuff. I think I deleted about 130, 150 videos, but they were shit anyway. I mean, most of my videos are shit, but some of them are cringy, especially some of the earlier ones I've done. I've left some of them on. I like some of the email section specials and stuff, but you know, from now on I think I'm going to be making a lot of film reviews because I intend to go and I'm going to get a cinema pass again in the next 4 to 5 weeks. So I'm going to be uploading, every time I go cinema, I'm going to be uploading reviews on the films I'm seeing and maybe some DVD reviews. Maybe even me out and about. So if you're into those kind of films or into those kind of videos, they might be the kind of thing you want to watch. Okay, so thanks for watching this boring, repetitive video, and I shall catch you in the next video. Time to upload this long motherfucker now.